Fred, what has Richard Sherman's role been, I guess, while he's been hurt, and how active has he been with you guys in terms of communicating and chatting through different situations and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, his job's been honestly just to get healthy. He's had some hiccups throughout his little process that he's been going through, but I think he's obviously needs to focus on making sure he's getting healthy so he can be out there with us, having conversations with him in the locker room and whatnot, trying to just pick his brain of what things that I could work on or that the defense needs to emphasize on. I think that's obviously the role that he plays as a leader on the team into his defense. So, we're looking forward to having him back as soon as possible whenever he does get the green light.
Hey, Fred, based on what the Saints showed against the Buccaneers, does that look similar to what you guys saw in December when you played New Orleans?
December when we played New Orleans. You talking about last year?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just the team that showed up, the way they played against the Buccaneers on Sunday night, was that kind of what you saw last year in December when you played the Saints?
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. The way that they played obviously a dominant game, against the Bucks, and in all three phases they dominated. That's why the score resulted in what it was, and their offense is playing at an all-time high right now. And just like we saw last year, like you mentioned, Drew Brees is still doing it at a high level. They have so many different people that help them make plays and get the eyes of the defense moving around, get you out of positions. Obviously, they have Alvin Kamara, which is a huge part of their offense too. So we're going to have a lot on our plate this week. We love the challenge that's presented to us. Obviously, it's going to start with making sure that we're doing great on Wednesday practice and putting in the time and the preparation into making sure we have a good game.
Fred, you're finally going to a stadium that's going to have some fans, even though they might not be mostly Niners fans. Is that a little bit exciting, even if it might be the opposing fans?
No, yeah, it is exciting. Just the fact that we haven't been able to play under fans the entire season, and now even if it's just a few, I mean that's still great to me. I think that's something that as players, like we feed off of fans regardless if it's the other team or not. So that'll be fun to be a part of.
Fred is looking at Alvin Kamara and what he's done this year. He seems like he's probably the most dynamic running back you've personally faced this year. You've talked about the challenge. What is the challenge with him, and do you envision a lot of one-on-ones with him?
The challenge with him is, I mean, he's just such an exceptional athlete in terms of just his balance, his footwork. They use him in all different types of ways with catching the ball out of the backfield. Obviously, I think that's what separates him from a lot of the guys in the league, just catching the ball as well as running it. I think that's what makes him so dynamic, and so we have to make sure that we know exactly where he is on the field at all times. And if I or any of the other linebackers or DBs get in positions where we are one-on-one, making sure that our eyes and our feet got to be on point every single time, or else he's able to break those big ones.
Last one for Fred.
Fred, we know that Quan Alexander is a big trash talker, but what was it like going against Emmanuel Sanders every day, and what do you expect to see from him this Sunday?
He would just come to work every day and put his head down and work. I don't think he was too big of a trash talker, especially in practice. He was just kind of out there doing his thing as the pro and the veteran that he is. So, I mean, it's going to be a huge challenge going against him, just knowing that what he did for us last year and obviously seeing what he's done on tape this year is going to be a great challenge for us, and I know I'm looking forward to it as well as the other DBs. Hey, faithful, don't forget to click here to subscribe to our YouTube.